So hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and the final ever video of F1 2019 on this channel, providing of course we don't bring this game back at some point, of course, when we play throughout. But yes, let's get into it. Multiplayer of course is the aim of the game today.
Maintain focus going into the first few corners. We don't want an incident before the race has even started.
But the incident's going to happen anyway, Jeff. I mean, it's an online match. Just a quick shout out to Tom97. This is his lobby, and pretty much I was just looking to record some stuff anyway. As a sort of say goodbye to this game again that, well, hasn't been kind to the channel. Well, it has been kind to the channel, but the language file, of course, has been the biggest regret from this game as we get ready for Fibre Lights for the Austrian Grand Prix with spectators. I was following that Renault on that right hand side. I'm not sure who it was. There's a Renault. Oh my goodness gracious, there's been carnage already. We've got some people track extending. We've had collision. I don't know whether there are many collisions. It was like an asteroid hitting the Earth's atmosphere there. We're looking down the inside now. Got a brake note. That's a collision with one of the Renaults. Going to try and get round the outside. No, we can't. We're in the wall. Contact with our teammate, which was unfortunate there. Well, that led us in outside the points. In the 17, what always now 17-man lobby, but somebody's left, Crimson, in this hash, so we're just going to catch up. In fact, I've set up my driver at this point anyway, so that's why I'm landering out of him. I wasn't too sure if we should have gambled and gone for inters, but it's not going to be wet enough throughout this race, I don't think. Yes, I know it's constantly raining, but I think the two alphas have collided there, but it's still not wet enough, so we're going to carry on. We actually improved there, 10th up on our previous time. Yes, I know we're doing 117 in qualifying. Obviously today the Mercedes were lightning quick, light years ahead of everybody else in the 1 minute 2s, but for us it's a 117 at the moment. I mean, as that Alfa Romeo is about as unstable as Ferrari's 2020 car. Move up into what is a very promising P8 position, so we'll carry on, try and make a few more positions. There's a couple of yellow flags up ahead. I think our teammate may have binned it, which is unfortunate. I don't know why there's yellow flags there, and they're quickly gone. So the Mercedes is in the pits. He's a lapped car. We've got a McLaren up ahead, but I think he was leading, was in the pits, so move on to lap 10 now. McLaren come into the pits. He sort of stayed out later than everybody else, as you can do in a 25% race. It is glitched that way. However, we somehow managed to get a penalty.
Cannot be serious!
I don't know what this penalty is. I don't know how I managed to get that. I haven't been track extending or at all. I don't even know what we've done to deserve a penalty. But there we go, we exit the pit. We're going to be next to the Mercedes, who are both lapped, and we got Crimson as well, who is a AI, so we'll easily get past him and move to the final lap of the Grand Prix, where we got up ahead. We weren't that far ahead from the big group of cars that were up ahead, but it looks like Speedy and one of the Red Bulls has sort of tried to get themselves out. Speedy was actually took out the Red Bull, basically, as far as I can understood from the chat, and he tries to take out us as well. And that, my friend, unfortunately, well, the lobby got refreshed and Mr. Speedy wasn't allowed back in, basically. And no right, I mean, he's taken out the Red Bull, who has fallen behind us now, and has taken out the as well. As we come across the line, well, P6 is, I don't know what our teammate was there, but we moved to Japan now. A shorter lobby, only 11 races, but nevertheless we'll try not to be too slow compared to everybody else. It's actually a good start compared to the racing. We're going to go to the inside there. Can we get the Renault as well? Yeah, F1 Gaming Moments, yes we can. Up into what is a podium position. Unfortunately those didn't last. I tried to go side by side with Crimson at one point, and we went off the track. So we're back down in behind this group of cars. Crimson, Gigo is behind us as well. So I've got to try and get this up. We were after that great start of falling behind. F1 Game Moments has left, so he's an AI now. We've got Crimson who's actually rejoined the session as we're having a look ever so closer. No, we've touched the back of the Red Bull, and that is my bad. And neither has Ghost and me. That's my fault. I hold my hand up to that. But he did brake early. You can brake a lot later going into that chicane. We still managed to, despite that, we still managed to set a fastest lap. Our personal best is we got Harry Potter up inside now, out the way. Bullied himself out. Now got Gigo, but this Alpha Sandwich is not something we want to be in. We want to be out in front, not really out in front, but in more in clearer air, really, where we can just put the hammer down, focus on getting the lap changes out as opposed to focusing more. So as the Gigo is going to have a look upper inside into what is going to be 130R. Wind definitely not going to allow that to happen. We're going to defend here going into the chicane, as surely that's a track extend from Harry Potter, and he's got Wayward. There's a slight little bit of contact, but we're going to retake P6, and which will be P5 because the Mercedes, one of the top five, are a long way away in this race, really. But we've had a collision with Harry Potter. I'm not sure what was going on there. Yeah, they're all going 4 seconds a lap faster than what I'm doing right now. As I say, I don't have the pace, and we've got the 2 Mercedes now, both of them which are a lot faster drivers. One of them goes through on the X of 130R, so I had a little bit of understeer there. I'm going to try and see if we can get as close back to Paul in this 130R, but we've got the other Mercedes container of Beta, I'm saying that right, down the inside brake, and that was understeer central and Beta corner cuts, and moves that into P5. No illegal track overtake, but he would have probably got us anyway on the straight. And Harry Potter has started to come back at us as well. As we move to lap 8 with set a new personal best, 133.7. That's still a long way away. There's just touch tyres with Harry Potter. Well, I can tell you what happened there. We touched tyres and that put my car on the curbing, which just literally, well, it was literally just was one of those curves that spins you around. As we move later on to lap 8, we're coming into the pits, and we haven't managed to slow down and that is, well, it's going to be a penalty applied to the end of the race. But it may not matter anyway. Gigo is, I'm not sure what's happened to him. He must have had another incident afterwards, and the other 2 behind us. So technically this is last place, although we should finish ahead of Gigo. But
look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
okay, and we move up. In actual fact, Harry Potter disconnects from the session, presumably Hogwarts Wi-Fi, still in 1783. So we're just going to go through him because he's an AI. And the Mercedes are some 35 seconds up ahead, but we've got clear air now, so we should be able to set. I don't want to say they're not going to be blistering lap times. In actual fact, we only really set a 33.4, but we do close the gap to the Mercedes in the end, which I presume they had a little bit of an issue there, probably, as our teammate wins the race from. But yes, you can see that our teammate was in the 130 and we were in the 133, so we're still 3 minutes slower. But now we've moved into the Renault for this final race. We just wait for everybody to come onto the grid. One of the most annoying things. This is now a full lobby. What can we do? We're down in, looks like, the back end of the grid, which is good because Bahrain is one of the worst tracks to be up in the mid pack. We're going to be taking this very short course. Lots of people going for the mediums to begin with. We're going to begin life on the softs, but if it goes horrific, then we can go on to the harder tyres, of course. But nevertheless, it's P19. And can we see carnage? Oh, there's a Racing Point behind us, and there's a Haas there. He was already going round. We're up into P17. Can we get this Toro Rosso? No, we can't. But he's going to go into Narnia in that corner, as that's up a couple of positions there, up into P15. As there's 3 wide between the Williams, the Ferrari, and the McLaren there. I'm going to try and get around the Williams on this outside, but I'm trying to follow the McLaren through so we can get a double overtake. Can we get the Ferrari off Microlander as well? So we go up into the inside, and our teammate, who happens to be Tom 97, as we get on a little bit of a side pot glitch there with the McLaren. Up into 15th place. We're making progress. Fortunately, that Toro Rosso has gone back through, but nevertheless, we are making progress. No, an auto spin curve. I absolutely hate them in this game. We got Jay behind us. I've seen Jay in a few lobbies recently, if I'm not mistaken. We seem to end up in the same lobbies, and well, he's a lot faster than I am. There's a McLaren has been up. We're going down the inside of the Toro Rosso. Nice little double overtake there with the McLaren going off, and up into P14. But all the time I'm thinking, there's lots of accidents going on as we. That corner on a pad is absolutely horrific. I'm thinking. We need clear air here. Otherwise we're just going to end up out of this race, all catastrophic. So we're coming into the pits, and we're going to put on the hard tyres. That means that there's no issues for Mr. 97, who just happens to be our teammate for this one new race. Somebody's left the session. Stevie O has left the session, so he'll be easy to pass. We're already at one position, although he's just overtaken his teammate. The two McLarens not doing very well in this race. And it is last place. Somebody has retired, or so you can up to Danny just Danny is what I'm going to call it. He's understeered very wide through there, and he's not going to leave. We were thinking about making the overtake there. Not going to make it. He's all over the place. I don't know if he's got damage, but as he's very kindly leaves us, we're going to leave him the space there to rejoin on the track. As we start there, there's Jay, who is coming up behind us. So the strategy is working. We are making up positions on these hard tyres, although I suspect the Racing Point is on the wheel. And probably running without assist as opposed to mine. And not only that, he's on soft compound tyres where I'm on the hard, so he's obviously got more grip than I have. We go finally get past Stevie O on lap 7. So we're just going to follow the Racing Point through, see what we can do.
24.1 seconds.
there's a Williams who's gone off as well. So we're going to see if we can. I don't want to say we're going to keep with him because he's on the soft compound tyres and he's sailed off into the sunset at this point. I said that he's actually been taken out. Was rejoining at turn 2. He has set the fastest lap of the race, but we're going to go past and up into what is going to be P11. But we're actually this strategy's working. The clear air earlier has clearly put us a letter, letting people have their accidents in front of us, and then just carrying on, quietly going on and getting. And we're outside, just outside the points. You can see 10 points on the horizon. Although, I say that, I'm just going to let Jake pass because he's far too quick for me. He's the fastest lap of the race is at 1 minute 29, and I'm in the 1 minute 33s at the moment. Actually, well, you just say that. Olomir, I think he was that bloke who got taken out in the Red Bull in race 1. Sets the 39 here as we go past the. In actual fact, we might get points ourselves here because the Red Bull has left the session, so that's going to put us up into P10. Jay's not. His soft tyres are going off, so. I will take my 32.8, but at the same time, I always love to be quicker, but I don't have anything to. I do have a wheel, but don't have anything, a solid thing to clamp my wheel to. So that's something in for the future, maybe. But as we come across the line, the Ferrari, there's something going on with the Ferrari Michael Landa. I think he might have had a penalty, and it's P9. And there is the Ferrari Michael Landa. Our AI just goes into the back of him. It's definitely P9, and I'll definitely take P9 as the Toro Rosso is weaving everywhere. So yes, I'm going to leave it there for today's video. If you have enjoyed all of the F1 2019 content that I have put out, then leave a like. F1 2020 will be coming on Tuesday. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that on Tuesday. There obviously will be career mode at some point on Tuesday, but whether or not there's more than one episode, as I say, I won't be starting the game experiments probably until Friday, probably at the earliest, next Friday. But yes, if you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you see some F1 2020 gameplay as when it comes out, and until the next VR6 time, take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.